What is going on, guys? I'm back out here in Moorhaven, Florida, which is Glades County, with Joey Surreal, aka Surreal Cam, formerly known as I Film Police and What. But we're out here. We've never been to Glades County before, so we're just gonna run around the area as we have been, and we're just gonna check everything out. Staff may be armed and use whatever force is necessary to protect students, which is good.
Can I come inside?
No. Can I help you?
Why is that?
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I need to come inside.
For what?
I want to file a request.
Uh,
How come it's closed here?
what's the proper procedure for filing requests?
Can you open the door a little? Can you open the door?
Not right now.
Why is it closed to the public?
I don't know who you are, sir. This is a public place, so you
That's what I'm saying. It's public. I want to come inside.
to
And...
make sure it's secure. So give me just a moment, please.
It's fine. That's okay. All right, that's fine. That's just I don't know why they're closing it for me. They locked the door on us already.
Could you please turn your cameras off?
Why is that?
I'll come out. Let me come out.
No, I can video record it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
I have a right to record it.
You do? You do? But can I ask sir, what's going on?
I'm just working on a story here on the public building.
Yeah, sure.
In Glades County.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come in here to file some requests and take some video and document my visit here, doing an investigation on the public building in here.
Okay.
And I have a right to do that. It's my right.
You do.
Come with no ill will intent, bro.
I understand, but
That's-
I'd like for you to send us that request, and then
Send us that?
Yeah.
Well, no, I have, there's a Florida State Statute 119. I can simply submit it to any public employee, and they send it to the department that emails it to me. And I want to document my visit.
Okay.
You know, that's
Well-
all I'm doing. In the public areas. That's it.
Okay, but this is a place of business.
I know,
and so if
I'm
you,
aware.
But, and I'm not telling you no, I'm just saying that
Yeah.
right now, we take public requests through our website.
I understand that,
Okay.
but there's also a state Florida statute.
Right.
There's a law that I can submit it in person. Any public employee. It's very simple.
Do you have it?
No, I can just write it on a piece of paper.
Would you
my
mind
email.
doing that? And then you can bring it to.
I don't have no sheet of paper, nothing. Can you guys give me a piece of paper?
I've-
It could be any. It doesn't have to be a big sheet. It could be a small piece.
Sure, sure.
I can just write it down and turn
Sure.
it in, and then I can take my video in the public areas here. That's all I'm doing. And this lady, it seems she doesn't want to be recorded. She's
Well,
a
it's
public
just-
employee.
Well, that doesn't
You
even
know.
get to. Okay, let me work on this for you. Hang on just a minute, okay?
I don't know. Is it always closed to the public like this?
It is. It's a safety reason.
Safety reasons. So
Similarly, we're a school system. and
I understand that.
We restrict access, but I'll be right back, okay?
okay. What is this guy's name?
I don't know. I never caught his name. So,
What do we have there?
yep, they called the police.
That's fine. Nobody asked us to leave.
I know. I had a sneaking suspicion that they did.
Cops on us. Already.
This would be a good fire video.
Depends how he acts.
Yep. Get out of here right now. Did you a lawful order to leave?
Dude, I am late.
I'm getting that way too. As soon as I get in my car, I'm blasting the cold AC. So I start shivering.
How's everything? Oh, nothing like camera.
Yeah, just trying to get in the building, in a public building. Why is it?
Uh,
We just got here.
yeah, this being the school board, have you talked to anybody inside?
No, but
Not
it is
really.
a public building.
Yeah,
Is it always locked like that? I mean, I spoke to somebody who came out, but they don't. It doesn't look like they want to let us in. That's going to be a violation of my rights. I just come to take video in the public areas and follow public record first, and I would leave. But now on this, I don't know why they're doing this. And then you showed up. Did they call
Yeah,
you? Did they call you?
Yes,
What?
they did.
Jesus, we just got here.
Yeah,
Not
they
even
said-
5 minutes.
They said there was 2 suspicious people with cameras. I'm like, okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah. What's your name and badge number?
Julio Perez.
Nice to meet you,
Julio.
bro.
Nice to meet
Joey,
you.
man.
How you doing, bud?
Not bad, not bad.
That's all we're doing, bro. We're just trying to get in. I'm going to document my visit here and trying to work on a little investigation and have the right to do that. And that's it.
Normally, yeah, like I said, with us, they don't even let us in.
They don't let you in.
No, they
Well,
don't. We have
this
to
is- This is, you know, we're the people is different. This is open to the public. I have a right to come in here and conduct business and document my interactions. That's all I'm doing. If I want to violate my rights, then I got to take it to the next step, and I don't want to do that, bro. I just come here very respectful, telling you what I'm doing,
Yep.
and that's it, man. And they called you? I don't know.
Hey,
He told me to hold on a second. He's gonna figure out what he can do to let me in.
yep.
I explained to him very clearly what I'm doing, and one of the ladies came to the door and completely came and said, "I don't want to be recorded." But then again, she walks up to the big old glass see-through there, doesn't want to be recorded, but walks in front of her camera. Which I understand some people feel uncomfortable, but when you work for the public,
Yeah,
you waive
yeah,
your
it
rights to
happens.
privacy pretty much.
It does happen, yep.
So that's all I'm doing. Can you go and talk to them and let them know that, you know, I have a right to do this, man?
Let me see,
I don't care. You guys can follow me around. It's a public building. If that makes you feel any better, you know.
Well, let me see what they
That's
want.
all I'm doing, bro. Just I'm exercising my First Amendment right, very respectful.
Only does
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. How you doing, ma'am? Good.
Good. Yes, sir.
Can we help you?
They called
Call
the cops
the police.
quick, boy. Not even 5 minutes.
Not even
the
10
cop got
minutes
here
ago, we-
fast, bro.
I'm gonna go get his vehicle
Look,
number.
another one showing up.
Wow,
So,
yeah.
got nothing to do. Why don't you go interview that guy?
Yeah. See if I can get his CAD and see why they called. So his CAD is open. Mr. Perez, he is very respectful. So. I can't really see anything, so. But he's pretty cool. He seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Violation of my rights, man. I just come out here and told you what I'm doing. Very respectful.
No, they're allowed to record out here. They just can't go inside.
Yeah, I have a right to. If the public can be inside there and conduct business, I have a right to document it in myself and conduct my business while I'm documenting it. You know, just because we have cameras, they don't want to let us in. That's a violation of my rights. You know, I'm an independent journalist. I'm taking video in the public area, and I wanted to file public records request. But since we have cameras, they're not going to let us in. And that's a violation of my rights. And you guys are officers. You guys should tell them, you know, what's going on here and how the law works. You know, that's. I don't want to take this to the next level, bro. I just come very respectful here, and I was in a need. But now this is happening. It's trampling on my rights, man.
Yeah, they don't want no recordings.
They can lie all they want. So they're gonna.
I want $100 million.
Doesn't
Doesn't mean I'm going to get it.
Because we have cameras, man. Yeah, I
You
just
guys-
want to get that on camera.
Yeah, but if you guys are recording, they don't want you inside.
And I want a bunch of things, man, but that doesn't trump our rights to record. That's our rights. It's our rights to record. You know, they're not. Their feelings can trump our rights to record. They're the public employees. You know what I mean? I come to document my visit there, and that's it. I was going to leave, but I mean, now I want to get people's names in there because now I want to file a request on this department. How do I do that now? You know, I can do it in person. I don't have to go do it in online. I don't have access to the internet a lot.
Yeah,
so this is why
they do it here. I don't know the process for that.
well, that guy came outside. He was going to take my request. All I had to do was write it down, but they went inside and they called you guys. You know, this is a public building. You know, they can't deny access to us because we have cameras. You know, so what do we do here? We're just going to let my rights get violated and then not be able to come inside here? You know, because they feel uncomfortable. That's not how the law works, man. I have a right to go in there and record like everybody else does. I have a right to go conduct business. So, I mean, how do I get their names? You know, that's all public information. Now I want to file a complaint and take this to the higher power that's in charge of this department so I can file a complaint on everybody here. now they violated my rights. You guys are letting it happen.
No, we're just going.
Letting it happen. You know, you guys just want to know what I'm doing. I'm peacefully exercising my First Amendment right and documenting my vision. That's all I'm doing.
I understand what you're doing.
You know, so because we have cameras, you said it yourself, because they don't want
That's
to be.
what they told me, yeah.
But that's not how it works, though. Now, what if I had a bright yellow shirt on? They don't like it. They're not going to let me in.
Yeah.
That's not.
Call the police on a bright yellow shirt.
It's the same thing with a camera. So how do I? Can you call that guy that was out here? I mean, at least so I can get people's names here. I mean,
I can
stuff
go
like that. I mean, they're not going to let me in. Then they're gonna, I'm going to have to hold them accountable for this now. You know.
You know what we should do? We should get the 911 call. See, his window tint's a hell of a lot darker, so see, I can't see inside that anywhere inside that vehicle. But yeah, if you get if I tinted my windows like that, I'd get a ticket for sure. I tried to look on the CAD on the first cop that showed up, nothing was on his CAD, so I was like, shit.
How do you even get that other officer's name and badge number?
I didn't get his badge number, but I got his name, and I got his unit number.
I am dehydrated big time.
So am I, dude.
Sweating balls.
I'm not sweating, I'm just warm, but I'm dehydrated. Or not dehydrated, I'm just thirsty.
Like I said, they're willing to compromise with you guys. The only thing they don't want is recordings. They don't want the camera on. The superintendent will be willing to talk to you.
Okay, but I want to record it. So what's wrong with transparency here, dude? It's about transparency here.
I get it.
So they have access to a building. This has never happened to me.
Hi.
Hi.
We're a school district, and we.
Yeah, I understand.
And I understand your right, and I understand these deputies have rights
I
as
understand,
well.
but you're not letting me in.
Okay,
and I
but
want to file
we're not gonna-
complaints
yes, sir.
on everybody.
You're more than welcome to, but
So
we
I
have.
need your guys' names. It's public information.
Okay, well, we will be glad you can go on our website and get that.
No,
But
no.
we're gonna ask you to, I'm gonna ask you to leave the property, please.
Leave the property.
Yes, sir, because we have.
For
we
what
work-
crime? I haven't
You're not
committed a
gonna
crime.
crime. You're not gonna
In
crime.
public
If
property,
you
I have to
are-
commit a crime. In public property.
No one's asking.
To get trespassed, not because I'm video
not-
recording.
No, sir, I'm not asking, I'm not saying you committed a crime.
If you're
you
asking,
want
then I'm
to-
denying the request.
If you want to turn your cameras off, we'll be
Why?
glad to help. Because we don't want
It's
to be on
about
camera.
transparency. You
Okay,
guys
so
are
that,
public
I've
employees.
asked him to please turn the cameras off, and if he can't turn the cameras off, then we're gonna ask that he be removed off our
enforce
property.
that. This is a public area.
Okay, well, he can stay out here then, that's fine.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me get your names and I'll leave.
Okay, have a good
Give me
day.
your names.
You can look it up on the
Give
website.
me your names. Man. You see? This is why
Wow.
I record the government. You think that's professional? Because we have video cameras, he's already trying to get me off the property. Can't do that. I mean, I know you don't work in this building, but it's your. It's,
don't work in
it's,
the building.
I understand that, bro, but this is, you gotta defend my rights. They can't do that. That is very wrong. Now, they won't even give me their names. If they can give me their names, I'll go ahead and do what I gotta do and I'll leave. But I'm not gonna have them move me out of here because I'm a video recording, man. If you can give me their names, it's government, it's public information, sir.
The lady that was at the door,
Yeah.
that's the superintendent.
Superintendent, do you know her name, bro?
Beth Barfield.
What is it?
Beth Barfield.
Beth
Beth
Barfield?
Barfield.
You guys got that? Beth Barfield was just the one that was here.
Yeah, that's the superintendent.
That's the superintendent
Yeah.
to this? Bro, I can't force my way in here, so.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right, don't do that.
Damn, you guys are out here witnessing my rights being completely stomped on, bro. So there's nothing you guys can do about it.
We don't control anything on
No,
the inside.
we don't.
Like, said,
What was your name again?
I'm Deputy Thompson, ID number 634.
64 Thompson.
And you gave me yours already?
Julio Perez, yes.
And you
Yes.
gave me her name, so that's it,
Yes.
right? Basically,
Yep.
I don't want to escalate the situation.
No.
No.
We're all in a public area. You guys are allowed to film and everything.
You see that I'm not being,
No, you're being very
you
cooperative.
know what I mean? But that's wrong. That's rude. This is exactly why I recorded and do my investigations on public employees. Because of that. Of course, we highlight the good too.
Yep.
But damn, man, you guys should be in there telling them, bro. I know you guys don't work.
Like I said, we don't control the school board.
Okay. I can't force you guys either to do things either, but.
They'll kick us
Alright,
out.
bro, this is what you're having here, man. People hate video cameras. And
Yep, they do.
I'd love to know what would happen if I wasn't recording. You would. Alright, guys.
Thank you guys for your professionalism.
No,
Thank you for, I mean, for not telling them and honoring your oath, because you're kind of not doing that, bro. To be honest. You know?
Like I said, we can only do so much.
Yep.
You know, school board controls all that.
I'll take it to the next level.
Like I said, you
You
gotta
gave me
do
her
what's
name
better.
already, so I mean, at least I
Yep.
can work with that.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. You guys have a good day.
Thank you guys.
Take it easy,
Yep.
bro.
Take it easy.
All right, so you got it, guys. These people are.
So our rights were just violated by the school board. So Glades County Administration Center just violated our rights. They try to compromise.
Oh, one from the camera. They're trying to keep you away from the camera. Nobody has a place for this, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nobody can claim this. You guys, I would have waited for them to leave, but I am drenched. So I don't care. They can find my car all they want.
Pull us over.
I'll give you a follow-up on this. See what
So
happens.
if Joey does a follow-up, then go to his channel. And yeah, guys, see.